The desire to get better is one of the most fundamental and noble aspirations of human existence. It's the voice inside us that whispers, "You can be more, you can do more." It's that relentless pull toward a higher version of ourselves, one that refuses to accept mediocrity and demands we confront the chaos within and around us. But this journey towards self-improvement is not for the faint of heart. It requires more than fleeting motivation. It demands discipline, courage, and an unflinching willingness to face the uncomfortable truths about who we are and who we could become. Life isn't always fun. Life is not designed to be easy, and it is in its very difficulty that we find the seeds of our growth. Struggle is the crucible through which we are shaped, refined, and prepared for something greater. It is the trials we face that force us to confront our weaknesses, challenge our limits, and push beyond the barriers we thought were unbreakable. While it's tempting to seek comfort and avoid pain, doing so often means turning away from the very experiences that have the potential to transform us into stronger, more capable individuals. Growth demands that we face struggle head on. When life throws adversity our way, it is not a punishment but an opportunity, a chance to learn, adapt, and rise above our circumstances. Struggle forces us to engage with reality in its rawest form, demanding that we dig deep and summon reserves of strength we might not have realized we possessed. In those moments of hardship, we discover what we are truly made of. The process is not comfortable, but it is essential. Every challenge carries within it a lesson. Failure, disappointment, and frustration are not signs that we should give up. They are reminders that the path to growth is not a straight line. Each setback is an invitation to reflect, adjust, and try again with more wisdom than before. When we embrace struggle as part of our journey, we stop seeing it as something to be feared and start recognizing it as the forge where resilience and character are built. So, struggle is also a teacher of humility. It reminds us that we are not infallible, that there is always more to learn and more ways to improve. It humbles us by revealing our vulnerabilities, but it also empowers us by showing that we have the ability to overcome. There is a quiet strength in acknowledging our limitations and working to transcend them. It is through this process that we grow, not just in skill or knowledge, but in wisdom and maturity. One of the most profound aspects of struggle is that it connects us to something greater than ourselves. It binds us to the universal human experience of striving and overcoming. Everyone, no matter how successful or strong, faces struggles of their own. This shared reality fosters empathy and compassion, reminding us that we are not alone in our battles. And when we emerge stronger from our struggles, we have the capacity to inspire and uplift others, proving to them that growth is possible even in the darkest of times. The beauty of growth through struggle lies in its transformative power. Struggles are not roadblocks. They are stepping stones. They force us to adapt, to evolve, and to find creative solutions to problems we never thought we could solve. With each challenge we overcome, we expand our capacity for courage, determination, and perseverance. We learn to trust in our ability to navigate uncertainty and thrive amidst chaos. There is no growth without discomfort, and there is no success without struggle. The discomfort you feel when facing a challenge is a signal that you are moving beyond the confines of your current self. It is evidence that you are stepping into the unknown, stretching your boundaries, and laying the foundation for a stronger, more capable version of yourself. Embrace struggle not as an enemy, but as an ally in your journey of becoming. See it as the fire that tempers the steel, the pressure that turns coal into diamond. Each time you rise after falling, each time you persevere when the odds are against you, you are not just surviving, you are growing. And in that growth, you will find not only strength, but purpose, meaning, and fulfillment. The journey of life is not a static existence, but a continuous unfolding of who we are meant to become. Quote, "If you can find no rest, if you can find no peace, if you can find no meaning in the journey of life, then your entire..." At the core of this process lies a profound truth. The responsibility to evolve is not optional. It is not something we can simply set aside or ignore without consequences. It is an ethical obligation, a calling to rise above our current selves and move toward our highest potential. This responsibility is not imposed by others. It originates from within. It is the voice of our conscience, urging us to become better, stronger, and more capable, not just for our own benefit, but for the benefit of those around us and the world at large. To evolve is to take ownership of your life. It means acknowledging that where you are today is not the end of the road. You may have achieved much, or you may feel like you're starting from scratch. Either way, the question is not where you are, but where you are willing to go. Evolution is a choice. It is the decision to step out of complacency and face the challenges that come with growth. It requires courage, because growth is uncomfortable. It demands humility, because it forces you to confront the areas where you fall short. But it also offers something extraordinary in return: transformation. When you accept the responsibility to evolve, you stop blaming circumstances, other people, or fate for the state of your life. You recognize that while you cannot control everything, you do have the power to shape your response to what happens. This realization is liberating. It shifts you from a mindset of victimhood to one of agency. You are not merely a product of your past. You are an active participant in creating your future. This is the essence of responsibility, understanding that your life is in large part the sum of your choices and committing to make better ones. Evolution is not a solitary journey. Your growth impacts more than just yourself. When you choose to evolve, you become an example to others, a source of inspiration and strength. Your actions ripple outward, influencing your family, your friends, and your community. Imagine the potential of a world where more people embraced this responsibility. It would be a world of individuals striving to be their best, lifting each other up in the process. Every step you take toward growth contributes to this vision, no matter how small it may seem. This responsibility is not without its difficulties. Growth means change, and change often involves letting go of what is comfortable and familiar. It may require you to face painful truths about yourself, to unlearn habits that no longer serve you, and to venture into the unknown. But within these challenges lies the very essence of what makes evolution worthwhile. The process of overcoming adversity is what strengthens you. The lessons learned through struggle are what give your journey meaning. Evolving is not about becoming perfect, it is about becoming better. It is about recognizing that you have the capacity to improve and acting on that recognition. It is about taking one step forward even when the path is unclear and trusting that those steps will lead to something greater. It is not about comparing yourself to others or measuring your progress against an impossible standard. It is exactly about accepting responsibility for your improvement process through a journey to perfection. It is about being better today than you were yesterday and striving to be better tomorrow than you are today. This responsibility is lifelong. There is no finish line, no moment where you can say, I've arrived and now I can stop. Life will continue to present new challenges, new opportunities, and new reasons to grow. Each stage of life offers its own lessons, and each lesson prepares you for the next. The responsibility to evolve is not a burden, it is a gift. It is what gives life its depth, its richness, and its purpose. So embrace this responsibility with open arms. See it not as a weight to carry, but as a path to freedom. Through evolution, you unlock your potential. You discover strengths you didn't know you had, overcome obstacles you once thought insurmountable, and become the person you are meant to be. And in doing so, you not only transform yourself, you transform the world. Life without vision is like sailing without a destination, adrift, aimless, and vulnerable to the whims of external forces. Vision is the foundation upon which a meaningful life is built. It is the ability to imagine a future that is better than the present and to strive toward it with intention and purpose. Purpose, in turn, is the force that drives you forward, the deeper reason behind every step you take. Together, vision and purpose act as the compass and fuel that guide you through the complexities and uncertainties of life. A clear vision gives your efforts direction. It provides a framework for your decisions, allowing you to prioritize what matters most and let go of distractions. Without vision, it's all too easy to be consumed by the noise of daily life, caught up in tasks and responsibilities that, while urgent, may not be meaningful. Vision cuts through that noise. It illuminates the path ahead and keeps you grounded in the knowledge that your actions are contributing to something greater. But vision alone is not enough. It must be paired with purpose to create lasting impact. Purpose transforms vision from a mere idea into a lived reality. It's the why behind your what. The deeply personal reason that compels you to keep going even when the journey is hard. Purpose is what makes your vision worth pursuing. It is rooted in your values, your passions, and your unique perspective on the world. When you connect with your purpose, you tap into a wellspring of motivation that sustains you through challenges and setbacks. To craft a vision and connect with your purpose, you must first take a hard look at yourself. Who are you? What do you care about? What legacy do you want to leave behind? These are not easy questions, but they are essential ones. They require honesty, introspection, and a willingness to confront the parts of yourself that you might prefer to ignore. This process of self-discovery is not a one-time event. It is ongoing, evolving as you grow and change. Your vision and purpose will deepen and shift over time, reflecting the person you are becoming. Once you have a vision, it must be translated into action. A vision without action is nothing more than a dream. Break it down into tangible steps and commit to those steps with discipline and perseverance. You don't need to have every detail figured out. What matters is that you start. Take the first step, however small, and let that step build momentum. Progress is rarely linear, but each forward movement brings you closer to your goal. Purpose also requires resilience. There will be times when doubt creeps in, when the obstacles seem insurmountable, and the temptation to give up feels overwhelming. In those moments, purpose is your anchor. It reminds you why you started, why your vision matters, and why the effort is worth it. Purpose turns challenges into opportunities for growth and setbacks into lessons. It transforms hardship into a crucible for strength. The beauty of vision and purpose is that they are not limited to grand, world-changing goals. They can be as simple as wanting to be a better parent, a more compassionate friend, or a more disciplined individual. What matters is that they resonate with you, that they align with your values and aspirations. A life lived with vision and purpose, no matter the scale, is a life of depth and significance. When you align your vision with your purpose, you unlock the power to create a life that is both meaningful and fulfilling. You stop merely existing and start truly living. You become the author of your own story, shaping your narrative with intention and courage. and in doing so, you inspire others to do the same. Vision and purpose are not just personal, they are contagious. They ripple outward, touching lives and creating a world where people strive not only to exist, but to thrive. So dare to dream and dare to act. Define your vision, connect with your purpose, and let them guide you toward the life you were meant to live. The road may not be easy, but it will be worth it. With vision and purpose, you can overcome any obstacle, achieve any goal, and leave a legacy that will endure. Change does not require grand gestures or monumental leaps forward. Often, it begins with the smallest of steps. Simple, deliberate actions taken in the direction of a better life. These steps, though they may seem insignificant at first, have the power to create profound and lasting change over time. It is in the steady accumulation of these small efforts that transformation occurs. The beauty of this approach is that it is accessible to everyone. No matter where you are, no matter how daunting the journey ahead may seem, you can always take one small step forward. The key is to focus on what is within your control right now. Life can feel overwhelming when you fixate on the enormity of your goals or the weight of your challenges. But when you break things down into manageable pieces, when you concentrate on what you can do today, this hour, this moment, you reclaim your power. Small steps are not a sign of weakness or lack of ambition. They are a practical acknowledgement that real progress is built incrementally, brick by brick. One of the most powerful aspects of small steps is the momentum they generate. The act of beginning, no matter how modest the effort, creates a ripple effect. Each step builds confidence, reinforcing the belief that change is possible. Success in one area inspires action in another. Over time, these seemingly minor victories add up, and you find yourself standing on a foundation of progress that once felt out of reach. Taking small steps also cultivates discipline. It requires you to show up consistently, even when motivation wanes or the results are not immediately visible. Discipline is not about dramatic bursts of effort. It is about steady commitment. It is about choosing to do the right thing day after day, even when no one is watching. Over time, this discipline becomes a habit. And those habits shape the trajectory of your life. Change is not about perfection, it is about progress. It is about recognizing that growth is a journey, not a destination. Small steps allow you to focus on the journey rather than becoming paralyzed by the distance to the finish line. They remind you that every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals. The power of small steps lies in their cumulative impact. Over weeks, months, and years, they create a compounding effect, transforming your habits, your mindset, and your life. They prove that you don't need to have everything figured out to start. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment or the ideal circumstances. All you need to do is take the first step, and then the next, and the next. So don't underestimate the significance of small steps. Embrace them as a powerful tool for change. Trust that each action, no matter how minor, contributes to something greater. With patience, persistence, and a clear sense of purpose, those small steps will lead to profound transformation. One step at a time, you have the power to create a life of meaning, growth, and fulfillment. Life is not without its challenges, and the path to growth and fulfillment is rarely smooth. Resistance, whether it comes from the world or from within, is a test. It challenges your commitment to your vision, your ability to persevere, and your belief in your own potential. These tests are not meant to defeat you. They are opportunities to grow. Every time you face resistance, you are given a choice: to retreat into comfort and safety, or to push forward into the unknown. Growth lies in the latter. in the willingness to face discomfort and uncertainty for the sake of something greater. Resilience is not an innate trait, it is a skill that can be cultivated. It begins with mindset, the understanding that setbacks are not failures but lessons. Each obstacle you encounter is a chance to learn something about yourself, to refine your approach, and to strengthen your resolve. When you view resistance as an inevitable part of the journey rather than as a barrier, you strip it of its power to paralyze you. Instead, it becomes a stepping stone, a challenge to be met and overcome. One of the most powerful aspects of resilience is its ability to inspire hope. When you face resistance and persevere, you prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you imagined. Each victory, no matter how small, builds confidence and strengthens your belief in your ability to overcome future challenges. Resilience is a reminder that you are not defined by your circumstances, but by how you respond to them. It is a testament to the strength of the human spirit, to the capacity for growth and renewal even in the harshest conditions, that American politicians now come to the conclusion with regard to one daunting and half-baked project after another, the one with greatest danger, the one that faces the American people first. Resilience is not a solitary endeavor. It is built in connection with others who share your vision or support your journey. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who challenge you to be better, and who remind you of your worth when resistance feels overwhelming. These relationships provide a source of strength and encouragement, a reminder that you are not alone in your struggles. In the face of resistance, resilience becomes your most valuable ally. It is what allows you to transform adversity into opportunity, failure into growth, and struggle into triumph. It is the reminder that you are capable of more than you realize, and that every challenge you face is shaping you into the person you are meant to become. So embrace resistance as part of the journey. Let it refine you, not define you. With resilience, you can face any obstacle, overcome any challenge, and move forward with strength and purpose. No matter how difficult the road may seem, remember that you have the power to persevere, and that in doing so, you are forging a path to a life of meaning, fulfillment, and success. In the end, the desire to get better is not just about reaching a destination. It's about embracing the journey. It's about waking up each day with the intention to be just a little better than you were yesterday. It's about finding joy in the process of becoming rather than waiting for some far-off moment of perfection. Because the truth is, there is no finish line. The desire to improve is a lifelong pursuit, one that shapes not just who you are, but who you have the potential to become. So take that first step. Face the discomfort, set your vision, and embrace the small actions that lead to big changes. The desire to get better is already within you, waiting to be nurtured and unleashed. Let it guide you, let it challenge you, and let it transform you into the person you were always meant to be.